Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, a space for mindful living, general well-being and healthy food. Today I am here in my kitchen because I'm going to share with you another recipe that I really love. As some of you may know, I don't eat meat anymore, but my family still do. So they wanted to have curry for dinner, so I decided to make this recipe. It's very easy to make and I'm going to be using the Instant Pot just because it's very convenient. I am also going to be making rice and naan, so I really hope you enjoy this recipe. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and without further ado, let me show you how I make it. Okay, so to make this, we are going to need 1 tin of tomatoes, 1 tin of chickpeas that has to be drained. Make sure you reserve the aquafaba if you need it for another recipe. We also need 1 tin of coconut milk, curry powder, garam masala, bay leaves, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, ground coriander, ground ginger, ground turmeric and ground cumin. We are also going to need a big onion and 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Make sure you peel them and chop them up. Around 6 medium potatoes, peeled and diced. Put them in water until they are ready to use, as well as 1 cup of water. Now make sure the lid has got a seal ring and you are going to use it in the sealing position. Now press the saute button and add some vegetable oil to the inner pot. Once the oil is hot, fry the garlic and onions and stir well. Now you're going to drain your potatoes and you're going to add them up, as well as 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 cup of water. One teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1/2 a teaspoon of ground cumin, as well as 2 teaspoons of curry powder. And now the bay leaves and mix. Now add the drained chickpeas, your tin of tomatoes, two teaspoons of garam masala, salt, pepper, and I'll press the cancel button. Now put the lid on in the sealing position and we're going to pressure cook it for 7 minutes. Make sure that you let it stand once it's finished. Meanwhile, put some water with oil and salt in a saucepan and cover it, then bring it to a boil. Now for my family, I am making the chicken curry, which I fried the night before, and I also had leftover jacket potato, which I am adding it now. For them, I am using straight from the jar curry sauce. That's just because my children like it and they can be picky with the flavoring. Add 2 cups of rice to the water, gently cover it and let it cook. Now for the naan, we're going to need 1 cup of self-raising flour, 1 cup of yogurt or cream, garlic granules, and mix it into a dough. Now let it sit and cover it for a few minutes. Now 10 minutes have passed. Now you can do a quick release of the pot and just wait until all the steam has left. Once you can open the lid, now you're going to add the coconut milk, but only the fat part, not the water. If you find the consistency a bit too runny, then you can make a slurry, which is a mixture of 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and 4 teaspoons of water, and then just add it. Just make sure you press the saute button and then let it cook for a little bit until it thickens up. I am also going to put some chili flakes just to give it a little bit of extra heat. Right, so by this time the rice should be cooked, so just drain it and reserve it until it's ready to use. Put a hot plate on the stove and cut the dough in 5 pieces. Now roll them up and flatten them with your hands. Now put them on the hot plate and put some olive oil on top. Once the edges are a little bit dry, then you can flip them up until they are cooked. And now do the same for the rest, reserving them in a tea towel. So now I'm dishing up here. Here's the chicken version for my family. And now I am serving my version with the chickpeas. And let me tell you, it is delicious. So I really recommend it. Now you can try serving this one. So mango chutney and your naan, enjoy. So that is it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up to keep me motivated. Also, if you did, consider sharing the recipe with family and friends. Until my next video, stay strong, healthy and happy.